Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. In this video, I'm doing a contest entry for Soundlab Studios. Garrett there has a contest that he's running. He's trying to get to 100 subscribers, so here's mine on his. So hopefully enjoy this here on Jason the Old Millennial. Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing good here. I'm back again here on a Tuesday. Another impromptu video. I wasn't really expecting to do videos, but I'm kind of at home, off work. I'm kind of bored. I need something to do. So I was like, oh, I have a couple of contests I want to make videos about. So I thought maybe I'd just do that today. The video I'm doing right now is for Soundlab Studios. The creator there name is Garrett from Dallas, Texas area. Someone who I've kind of met through a channel called Reactions to the Classics with Sean and Trey Holmes, who are also from Texas. And I met a lot of people from there. Garrett's another member of that group. And we just, in fact, had a live stream the other day on there, and we were talking on that live stream. It's a really great community to get together with other people who like to listen to music, all kinds of different kind of music. But anyway, so I kind of met Garrett there. Garrett's been, of course, subscribed to my channel, and I'm subscribed to his channel. And he's always leaving really good comments on my channel, and I really appreciate that. And he's very knowledgeable about music. He's got, I think, like 150 record or vinyl records, a lot more than I have. And certain bands like Rush, The Who. He just did a video on The Who recently. He's been covering Rush quite a bit. Really knowledgeable on Rush. And there's a couple other bands I'm forgetting, but he's very knowledgeable. Also a very good guitar player. He does a lot of guitar playing videos where he's showing that off anyway. So yeah, guy really knows his music, and is really fun to listen to and enjoy getting to know him and watching his videos. And so yeah, he's doing the contest because he's somewhere in the 77, I think 78 subscriber area. So he's trying to get to 100. So I definitely want to help him get to that 100 subscribers. And so definitely subscribe to Soundlab Studios. That's the first thing. In this contest, first thing you have to do is subscribe to his channel, which I've subscribed to him. Second thing you have to do is promote his contest, which I'm doing here on this video. Definitely check out his contest here to try to push to 100 subscribers. Go to his channel, Soundlab Studios, and check that contest out. And if you have a YouTube channel, you can make a video, definitely compete in that and try to get the prize. The third thing kind of gets to what the video is about. He wants you to make a video and talk about what is your favorite Soundlab Studios video. So I said he's fairly new, I think. I don't think he has been doing the channel for very long. Something he kind of started up. So haven't been a lot of videos. Yeah, he's still making quite a bit. I've been on one, in fact. We did a live stream together just this last week, talking about the music that were the soundtracks of our life, basically, and just kind of talking about the music that we grew up on from middle school all the way to college and so forth. And he knows a lot. He was talking pretty in detail about all the different albums and music that he got into through that period. Anyways, that was a pretty good video. Of course, that's my video, so I'd be egotistical probably to pick my own video. But I will say I really enjoyed his live stream this last Sunday with him and Briar and Nick. Were on there, and they ranked all the Who basically studio albums. There's like 11 of them or so. And interesting because mainly I know Who's Next is a really great, that's my favorite Who album. And then Tommy is a pretty good album, and I know I've heard of some of the other ones like Quadrophenia, Who Are You, but Who Sell Out I've heard, some of that stuff. So it was very educational and very fascinating to hear the three talk about each Who album and ranking them and go in details and why they like each album. Anyway, so if you know anything about the Who, like the Who, I mean, definitely check that video out. it was really very fascinating anyway. So that's been my favorite video so far, which is a pretty recent one. Then the last thing, the fourth thing he wants on the contest is to name your favorite memory of buying an album. So kind of a memory of a time when you went to the store and bought an album that you're excited for, I guess. And kind of the person who's probably going to win the contest has the best memory. I don't know if I have the best memory to thinking about buying albums. I mean, I started buying CDs when about 1995. I started kind of, but I wasn't like a huge collector, of course, because I didn't have a lot of money. So it was hard. And then later on, when I did have money, I didn't buy albums because then you could just buy iTunes songs. So I was just buying songs on iTunes and put it on my iPod. So I wasn't buying albums really that often and wasn't really into that much. But my memory is kind of going back to my high school days, but also it's more of a recent buy that's been one of my most exciting buys. And I don't know if well, the buy that I bought was a Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young greatest hits kind of album, and this is it right here that I got on vinyl. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young so far, and you got Joni Mitchell down here, her signature. It's kind of album that she put together, I guess, or something. Of course, she wrote one of the songs, Woodstock, which was a big hit for the group. This is kind of a greatest hits from all the way to 1974. So it does cover a lot of the early big hits, which all the big hits really kind of happened between 69 and 74, I guess. But anyways, I bought this vinyl recently at Walmart, and I was very excited because I was very surprised to see it. And it goes back to when I was in high school. I didn't know who Crosby, Stills and Nash or Crosby, Stills, Nash Young were. And I remember I used to watch these VH1 videos, like top 100 albums, top 100 artists, top 100 bands, whatever. And they did these lists, and I always love watching lists. I'm a big like list fanatic. And so I remember watching lists and like maybe best song or something like that. And one of the pretty high up, I think, was Sweet Judy Blue Eyes from Crosby, Stills and Nash. And I had no idea what that was. But my dad did, and he was like, yeah, that's a really good song. That has a lot of different moving parts to it and all this. And I was like, who's Crosby, Stills and Nash? And then I learned like, oh, there are 3 members of other bands that got together and made like this super group. Anyway, so very fascinating when I heard all that. I was like, I'd like to hear more. And so I remember going to Walmart and looking up CDs at the time and looking up Crosby, Stills and Nash. And I found this album on CD, this Crosby, Stills, Nash So Far, which is like greatest hits, in which a lot of times if I'm trying to learn a new band, I just buy the greatest hits because I'm like, okay, let me just hear what are considered their best songs and see what I like about it. Anyway, so I was more into buying greatest hits than I was buying albums. I didn't buy a lot of albums. I was buying greatest hits because I just want to hear the good songs, I didn't think about buying an album because it's a work of art or something, and it's something special. So I don't know, that hadn't come till just recently. I've been doing that. But anyway, so I remember buying that and putting it in, and man, I absolutely love that album, if you want to call it an album, the greatest hits album. And yeah, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, when I heard that, I was like, oh man, I absolutely love that song. I love how many different parts there are. It's like 3 different songs put into one, it seems like, and how it changes within I don't know what you call it, just how the song changes like 3 times within it. And it's a pretty long song, and the harmonies are just out of this world, absolutely amazing. I mean, that's the first thing I hung on to, was like, I love these harmonies. And I always love bands that have good harmonies. But yeah, there's other songs like Helplessly Hoping is another song that I was like, I've never heard this song before, and it is like one of my favorite songs of all time. It has some of the best harmony vocals I've ever heard, where all 3 are singing together pretty much the whole song. But yeah, there's a number of really great songs on here that I kind of heard for the first time when I got this Greatest Hits CD. And yeah, I love that CD, and I listen to it quite often. And then I got to see Crosby, Stills and Nash in concert back in 2005 when Crosby and Nash were promoting their new album, Crosby and Nash, I think it was called. And anyway, so my dad and my older sister and I got to go see them in concert in Wichita, Kansas, and really great concert, except they didn't play Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. And to this day, when we talk about that concert, my dad and just like, Like, I can't believe they didn't play Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, the best song, their song they're most well known for, and our favorite song. And so there's almost a little bitterness when we talk about that concert. It's like, yeah, pretty good concert, but it seemed missing something. And so we're kind of a little upset that they didn't play that song, but still heard a lot of great songs from Crosby, Stills, Nash, and they were still sounding pretty good together. Anyway, say all that, I must have got rid of that CD at some point because I stopped listening to CDs and just only listened to iTunes downloads and just downloaded iTunes stuff. And then, of course, recently I got Spotify a couple years ago on my iPhone, whatever. When I bought an iPhone, got Spotify, and which opened you up to listen to everything you want to listen to. Anyway, so I haven't really thought about till recently. I started buying albums again. So then I'm kind of going back and buying albums I used to have on CD. And I'm either rebuying them on CD or buying them on vinyl. So I'm trying to cover back what I used to own, which I kind of like now. I'm like, I wish I didn't get rid of all that stuff. But anyways, one of the things I wanted to get was, of course, this album, Crosby, Stills, Nash So Far. And I remember looking it up on Amazon like not too long ago, and if it was like really expensive, like they were charging like way too much money, where I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm paying that kind of money for the album. And I think I was looking for it's like, I like to get it on vinyl if I can, but if not, I'll settle for a CD and just collect it that way. But I don't know, it was like, it seemed like it was really hard to either find, or it was just too expensive. So I was like, oh man, there's no way I'm getting this. And so I kind of thought, man, I'm never going to get this album again or something like that. It might be too hard to find and all this anyways. And just a couple months ago or so, I was at Walmart just looking through every once in a while when I'm at Walmart, I'll look through what vinyls they have and see if they have anything I want. And man, I was so shocked when I saw this in there. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's the album that I've been wanting to get. And there it is on vinyl. I was like, wow. So I immediately purchased it. So yes, this is what I've been looking for. And it's my favorite memory because I didn't think I'd ever get this album again, which was an album I really enjoyed in high school and really introduced me to Crosby, Stills, Nash, which is one of my favorite bands of all time, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Anyways, and I love this album because it has the clear, kind of unique look to me anyways. So yeah, so to me, this has like been my most exciting vinyl buy because I was just not expecting it. It was a kind of a surprise finding it at Walmart on vinyl, and I was like, yes, it's been definitely my favorite purchase so far. I think on vinyl anyway. So it's a recent memory, but it's kind of ties back to my high school days. So that's my memory, I guess, of buying an album, a physical album at the store or whatnot. So anyways, so yeah, so that's the basically the three things. You subscribe, promote the contest, answer what is your favorite Soundlab studio video, and also what is your favorite memory of buying an album. So you do those things. Also let Garrett know from Soundlab Studios that you made a video so he can watch it and put you in the contest. So yeah, so thank you, Garrett. Good luck with the contest and hope you get to 100 subscribers. So thank you to everybody and hope you have a good day.